Live interactive coverage with Good Day Maine will begin soon. Good Day Maine's Friday Favorites starts right now.
Well, happy Friday, everybody. Yeah, that music always gets us going every Friday.
Yeah, happy Friday. I'm joining for the first
for
time in a
hanging out with
while.
us. Yeah,
We've got Stephanie Grinley here today, you guys. A special treat on this Friday. Katie is off. She's up in Canada. Quebec. I know. Hope she practiced her French.
Je t'aime Quebec, right?
Je
I love Quebec.
Oh, okay.
Pretty good,
Look,
Jeff.
you know more
That's the
French
only
than
thing I
do.
know, except probably good français.
I can say je m'appelle Christian.
My name
bonjour,
is Christian.
Bonjour. Yeah.
Good job, y'all.
We,
Thank you,
we,
thank
how's
you.
that we?
We, I can do
We,
we.
like we.
We. Yes, but thank you guys so much for joining. Happy Friday to everybody. Already made it through the week. Christmas is approaching so fast, you guys. It's so hard to believe. What, 15 days away?
Today's the 8th, right?
Yep.
Yeah, wow.
I need to do so much shopping.
Yes, me too.
Yeah.
Who you got
So
shop?
much
Who you
of it.
got a shop for?
I have a lot of family, Jeff.
All right, all right.
Yeah,
Fair
I got
enough.
my sisters. I got to get something for my mom and my stepdad.
And the husband.
And oh yes, you've got one of those.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, you definitely gotta get your husband something. I
Give
don't
me
know if
some
he's
ideas.
watching. I don't want to spoil
No.
his present. I
Well,
won't spoil it.
Christian, we only
Okay, I
see
know what
half of
he's
your
getting.
face. Why don't you get
I'm trying my best. I guess you're right. You know
Sorry,
what?
y'all.
I'm not afraid of
I'll move
Stephanie.
Jeez, all right,
more
there you
front
go.
and center there.
I am not afraid of Stephanie.
She's not going to help you or kick you, okay?
All right, so let's talk about some of our events that we've got going on this weekend. This is the holiday market that's going on tomorrow in Portland, right?
Yes.
And the what's it called, Jeff?
That's called Merry Madness.
There we go.
Yeah, basically you can go downtown from 2 to 6 and shop. There's an event that starts at 2 o'clock at the Custom House. Tickets, I think, are like $18. You can go to downtownportland.com, Portland Downtown website, and get tickets and go to that. They give you a commemorative glass. You get one of these Merry Madness little brochures where you can get deep discounts. A lot of them 10 to 15% off. Some
Very
BOGO,
nice.
buy one, get one. They have carolers that come out and sing. It's just a great time. And if you're lucky and you get one of those commemorative glasses, if you go into some of the restaurants, they will pour you some wine or some other kind of
Nice.
adult beverages. So it is a good time.
That's
Yeah,
gonna
Jeff,
be a
you've
fun
been hyping
weekend.
that up for a
Oh, yeah.
while now. I think I remember you telling me about it last year, the
Yeah.
glass that you can go around and get filled up. So sounds like a really fun Saturday activity.
Yeah, here's the nice thing too. It's so festive down there. You're seeing some of the these are some of the window displays. They have a contest that they actually can go in and vote and to figure out who's the best, who's the most brightest. It's all kinds of different categories.
Mm.
But it's kind of cool that all these window displays are in a contest and it's so festive down there.
Now I'm going to have to go rate them.
Yes.
That's a good idea.
Yes.
Absolutely. And some of the good ones that Made in Maine always has a good window
Yes.
display. The Treehouse Toy Store, Blue Lobster always has a good one. So check them out. And it's always festive down there anyway with all the Christmas lights.
Yes, I love Lisa Marie's. I think that's what you're talking
Oh,
about.
yeah,
Made in
yeah.
Maine, right? Yeah, that's a great store. It's such a great. If you've got family outside of Maine, that store is
It's
just great
perfect.
because it's always so easy to get
Yeah.
people Maine gifts. You know, Maine blueberries, something pine scented. I don't know, something lobster themed. People love that kind of stuff.
And here's the cool thing too. Normally it's like I think on a Thursday night, but they moved it to a Saturday, hoping that more people could attend, more people could go. So it's
Yeah.
starting earlier, like 2 o'clock, going all the way until I think 6 or 7. But a lot of times it goes on longer than that.
Yeah,
Most of the people head out to the bars after that.
Oh.
But so it's on a Saturday this time,
which is
and it's going to be nice weather, right? For
Yeah,
Merry Madness.
I
Yeah.
mean, perfect weather. So let's talk about the forecast this weekend. Okay, we've also got the Kennebunkport Christmas Prelude, that still is going on. We've got the tree lighting there tonight, a fireworks show at 6:15.
That's awesome.
I know it's going to be so much fun. I'm thinking about going maybe down there myself
so.
this evening, and it continues through the weekend. The weekend looking really good in terms of our forecast. Nice and mild out there tomorrow. So if you're going to be out on the crawl in Portland with your commemorative glass, or you may be shopping in Portland tomorrow, looking good for that. Sunday also looking pretty good here. So nice quiet weekend, milder too. It's been so cold this week, so it'll be nice to get some mild weather. And of course, we've got 2 ski resorts opening this weekend in Maine. We've got Pleasant Mountain, which opens today, right? It opened at 9:30 this
Yep.
morning. So
That's what
10
I
minutes
ski.
ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. So 10 minutes ago, we had Pleasant Mountain that opened. And then we also have Lost Valley, I want to say, is opening tomorrow. So looking like great weather for it. Pretty comfortable. You can almost ski in a t-shirt
Yeah.
on Sunday.
And I'm heading up to Sunday River this weekend. I
Oh,
don't know how
really?
much skiing I'm going to do, but I'm heading up there. So they're opening up some new lifts up there and
Yeah.
opening up an
Yes.
igloo that's kind of cool. And so many things going on. And you want to learn how to ski this year, right?
Yes. I'm a Southerner. I've never learned how to ski. So
I'll teach you.
you would?
Yes.
That's
It's
how you
just all
ruin a
about-
friendship.
That's
It's
what
I
I
was
teaching
saying.
somebody how to
I'm
ski or
scared.
I've done it before. You just got to snowplow, make a pizza with your skis.
Or French
Okay, well,
fries,
thank you.
right?
French fries. Well,
and pizza.
French fries go right down.
Yeah,
Stephanie is very patient, so if anyone could teach me, it would probably be
I wouldn't be. I'm like, see ya, I'm going to the backyard.
That's right.
fair.
And I know they've got a big fun event going on at Sunday River this weekend because of the new lift that they're
Yes,
running, right?
and so that's exciting. So they're going to debut that tomorrow. They'll have some big events. So all kinds of things going on to usher in the holiday season.
It's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, look, the Prelude, Merry Madness, you got all the ski resorts. Just fun. And also starting tonight, 11 performances, the Portland Symphony Orchestra and the Magic of Christmas Choir, they start the Magic of Christmas. And they have a show at 2:00, which is a dress rehearsal. You get discounted tickets.
Wow.
And then their opening night is tonight. And again, 11 shows. Go to Portix for tickets. That's at Merrill Auditorium. And man, I tell you what, that gets you into the holiday spirit going to the Portland Symphony Orchestra's Magic of Christmas.
I bet. There's nothing better than hearing a full orchestra playing Christmas music. I mean, it fully surrounds you. I
Sets
feel
the
like.
mood
Yeah,
for
sets
the
the mood.
holidays.
And not just
Sure.
that, this is just for Stephanie. There's a sing-along as part of the concert. So they probably sing about 7 or 8 songs during that.
I
The whole crowd
would
sings.
love that.
Yeah, there you go.
Well, we got Lois chiming in. Good morning to you, Lois.
Oh.
Good morning on this crisp and bright morning. Yeah, it's been cold these past couple of days. The mornings, I mean, we come into work so early. It's always just it's tough getting in your car when it's that cold in the morning.
We joke around about it all the time that it takes us to get all the way to work for the car to finally warm up.
Yep, my
Yes.
car is just comfortable enough
Yeah.
right when I'm pulling in the parking lot, and I got to get into the warm building anyway. But switching gears from that, we've got to talk about Monday. No one likes to talk about a nasty storm, a Grinch storm, unlike this last one we saw, which had lots of snow, a pretty snow, didn't have a huge impact on the state.
Yeah.
Monday might be a different story. Big wind threat, big power outage threat. So just want to put this on everyone's radar. Don't let it ruin your weekend. It's going to be a great weekend, but just be aware Monday morning, tune into Good Day Maine. Stephanie's going to be there once again, and we will be covering this storm for you. Johnny's going to be out live, I'm sure, somewhere tracking the winds and the waves and the rain. It looks perfectly timed for the worst of it to come during our show. So
Speaking
those
of
winds-
perfectly timed, Katie really perfectly timed her vacation in this storm.
She
huh?
really
I
did.
know.
She did a great job, and she got beautiful weather. It looks like up there. I saw it was -3 in Quebec City this morning. Though,
Woo,
so
man.
hopefully Katie packed some
Yeah.
warm clothes
Yep.
for her trip. But yes, we got that big wind threat on Monday morning. So just be aware of that. Wind and heavy rain are expected.
53?
I know 50 plus
Wow.
mile per hour wind gusts are expected. So just be aware of that. But other than that, looking pretty good through the weekend. So we get a nice weekend at least before we have to get back to work on Monday with the nasty weather.
And again, we're talking about widespread power outages. And again, if you have things still out on your deck or your patio, put them inside. Put them inside your garage or
Yep.
your basement or whatever, because they could be
Yeah.
some major things flying around. Even some of the decorations you have outside.
Exactly. And normally in winter, I feel like it's not as much of a concern as if it would be a huge windstorm in the fall
Yeah.
or the summer because everyone's got deck furniture out. But because it's Christmas time, it's a different story.
Yeah.
All the decorations, you're exactly right. So any inflatable decorations in your yard, if you've got one of those inflatable Santas, maybe Rudolph or Frosty the Snowman, I would secure that tightly this weekend.
It would be the best one if you're getting these 60 mile per hour winds and a giant Grinch goes flying by since it's a Grinch storm.
Grinch
it's
storm.
probably not nice of me to say this, but I kind of want to take bets to see are we going to get footage
Yeah.
of some? I bet you we get footage of some sort of inflatable tumbling down a road somewhere in Maine on Monday. So yeah,
So don't be that guy.
Yes, and we'll
Secure
be-
it now.
Exactly. Well, we'll be tracking it for you on Monday. So let's talk about some of the other things that we were focusing on this week. The Patriots. I'm going to let Jeff take over for this one.
Yeah,
because
Jeff, you know sports.
Jeff knows sport.
The Patriots took on the Steelers Monday night football. Thursday night football. They lost 5 of them. He's happy. He had 3 touchdown passes. And the Patriots shocked the Steelers. Okay, I say shocked. Pittsburgh didn't have its starting quarterback. Kenny Pickett was out with an injury, so they had Trubisky come in, and he struggled. Look, throwing an interception right here. And believe it or not, the Patriots actually won this game 21-18. So the question that I pose to Patriot fans out there, of course, the worse you are in the NFL, the better draft pick you get. That means you could get one of those quarterbacks out there that are unbelievable in college football, like the quarterback at Oregon or USC or Washington. And so the more you win, wait a minute, don't win, because the Patriots now are going to get a lower draft pick.
If they win this game, they get a lower draft.
So they're now 2 games behind Carolina. Carolina has the worst record in the league. They're right now ready to get the top pick. So the Patriots now, that's their their 3rd win of the year. So they're 2 games behind Carolina to get the top draft pick. So my question is, do you really want them to win or lose?
Yeah, it's a tough bet.
Right?
It was like this with another game recently, right? It was like, do you want them to win or to lose? Travis is
I
saying
like Travis's
that they
comment.
beat the Steelers, and that's all that matters. So I don't know. How do you feel about that, Jeff?
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, I honestly, like, you want your team to win. You want it to be competitive. But at the end of the day, if you're looking for that high draft pick, if they lose a close game and they play well, at the end of the day, you're probably going, all right, I'm all right.
Yep.
So me
Here we
watching football, all right, not the wisest on this, but my husband is already hoping for the draft pick. So he wants them to lose.
So he actually wanted to lose. Now, wait a minute. You lived in West Virginia, so a lot of fans down there are Steeler fans. Are you a Steeler fan now? Growing up down there?
So I grew up a Steeler fan, went to some Steelers games, but by association, I have to be a Pats fan now.
Yeah, that's your.
I have to be.
You married into
Jeff,
the Patriots family.
you have to be.
No. I grew up a Raider fan.
Jeff's
Raider
a
man.
Raider Nation.
Live and die Raider fan right there. Look at that great touchdown pass. But anyway, so here's the deal. They won their third game. They're 3-10. And in this game, Bill Belichick became second all-time in games coach. So he just passed up George Halas, and he's right behind Don Shula to become the all-time leading coach when it comes to games.
Wow.
So he's close to that. Probably break that within 2 seasons.
I've seen some tweets about this, about him being the almost breaking that record.
Yeah,
So.
and it's going to be tough because next week they play the defending Super Bowl champion Chiefs, so that's going to be a tough one.
Yeah, and Joe chimes in with the Patriots win and the Bruins lose last night. A weird night of
What a
sports.
chance that they lost to Buffalo.
It really
3-1.
is
That's
weird.
That is weird, especially considering the Pats' record so far this season. But
You know what's not weird, guys? The next story here, Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift, we got to talk about this. Everybody,
Everyone
What is she looking at?
assumed this.
What's she looking at?
it's not my favorite
She's
picture.
looking to
personally,
even
but,
more
good
success.
for her. Good for her. That's right. She's looking.
Talking about the Pats anymore?
Johnny, do you want to talk about the?
Okay, all right. Let's bring the Pats.
Talk about Taylor Swift.
No, we can bring the Pats back up. Johnny, get your butt in here.
If there's room.
Do you want him to win or lose? Get in here, Johnny.
All right.
No, this is not my wheelhouse. I do the weather.
Why didn't-
So
let
for the
Johnny-
bet, Jeff, you stay in here too.
Oh, okay.
The over-under last night was set at 30.5. Everyone thought it was crazy because the last 3 weeks, the Pats.
Oh yeah. Okay.
You're welcome. The Pats, the last 3 weeks, their defense gave up 10 points or less each week.
Yep.
And they lost all 3 games. First time in Super Bowl era that's happened. You know that.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And you're thinking you're going to get the under and win a lot of money last night.
First time I've bet the under in my life because I'm of the mentality life is too short to bet the under.
Yeah.
You want to root for points.
Yeah,
You want to see
yeah.
a good game. You don't want to see pitcher's duels in football aren't as fun as pitcher's duels in baseball.
Wait, you mean that
that
6-0 game against the Chargers last week wasn't exciting?
Yeah, against the high-powered Chargers offense. No. The over hit in the first half.
Yes. I know. I didn't see that
What in the
coming
world?
either. Thank God I didn't have any money on me because I would have bet the under 2, but instead they score 39 points in the game last night.
I also had Pats plus 3.5 in the first half, so that broke even. We're all good. 1-800-GAMBLER, bet responsibly. But that was crazy.
So wait, where's the big question? Do you want them to win or lose?
Well, at this point, I mean, it's
you
fun.
did say
It was
Zappy hour.
very fun.
Right?
It was
To
very
win.
fun watching
Yeah.
the touchdowns last night. I stayed up for the first half. I'm a night owl, even though we all wake up at 2
So
a.m.
here, so let me know if here's the strategy. You want them to play well, be competitive, but at the end of the day, if they lose, you're all right with that.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. There you go. Perfect.
You know, I want the good pick, and I don't even know if I want him to take a QB with the first pick
Yeah,
because those guys don't always pan out.
No, you want to take a good news anchor like Stephanie Brinley right there.
We'll see.
Oh
Throwing
my
touchdown
gosh,
passes, right?
guys.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Wow.
And
Is that it?
maybe
Are y'all
trade
done?
for a QB.
All right.
Yeah, I don't know.
Anything
It's
else?
just weird.
You have any
I
Taylor
mean,
Swift takes?
Bailey Zappi's better than Mac.
Anybody's
Video
better than
ran
Mac.
out. Thank
Yeah.
you,
Christian
Sam.
Bridges is better than Mac Jones
About
Yeah.
at quarterback.
At quarterback.
Yeah.
Oh, probably because
Yeah.
I can't even catch the ball. You've tossed a football to me, and you know I can't catch it.
Yeah.
All you got to do is know how to throw it. That's all.
Well, maybe I could do that.
All right, now here's your Taylor
Too
Swift.
much football. For
Here's your Taylor Swift
she's,
take now.
She's on the football cast too.
All right. Well, thank you, Johnny. Your insight
She's
was
great.
very
Lot
much
of respect.
appreciated.
Respect,
Everyone,
Taylor.
give it up
Wait
for
a minute.
Johnny Maffey and his
Johnny, here's the big
football
question. No, here's the big
takes.
question. The next game, the Patriots are playing as the Chiefs. So is
Yep.
Taylor Swift going to make an appearance at Gillette Stadium for the game a week from Sunday?
Oh, so
Not on
Taylor
Monday
Swift,
Night Football.
Yeah.
Taylor Swift in Boston
No,
next
on
week,
Sunday.
you guys.
It's a Sunday.
ESPN lost their Taylor Swift coverage though.
Oh, I know they're going to be
Stephanie.
bummed out about that.
He says Stephanie's a better QB than Mac Jones.
Is that how you
Thank
feel
you,
at football?
All
We'll
right,
see
get
you,
out of here.
Johnny.
All right, there you
Bye. Thanks for coming in.
Yeah, so, I mean, time person of the year, not a shocker, right?
What kind of a middle name is Rose, by the way?
Rose.
Samantha, that's our producer. I'm so sorry if your middle name is Rose. I love that middle name. But anyway, yes, Taylor Swift. Switching gears now. Times person of the year.
Not a shock.
Not a shock
No.
at all. no surprises there for sure.
How much her tour brought in $2.2 billion. That doesn't include her movie that came out about her concert that probably made another $80 or $100 million too, right?
Yep. It's
humbling.
It really is. But first person of the arts to be ever named Times Person of the Year, and I've got to say, she's been in people's minds, I feel like, more than any. There's been so much that's happened this year, good and bad across the world. But Taylor Swift, I feel like, has been a very big positive for the world, for most people at least.
I love this photo you have going right now of her with the cat.
Yeah,
she loves her cat.
And Travis says, "Isn't she dating a chief?" Yes, Travis Kelce. So she's kind of has to be
Travis,
there.
you have the same name.
Yep.
Wait a minute, what's that song go? A cat purring in your lap. That's a twist.
That was pretty good.
Right? Is it really?
Karma. It's called
Karma.
Karma is your cat.
Purring in your
there
lap
you go.
as it loves me. Yes.
You can tell Jeff stops.
I don't know the rest of the lyrics.
And then I think Stephanie and Johnny should go to Gillette next weekend on Taylor Watch and Pat's coverage too as well.
I think you have a good point.
You guys are obsessed. She's everywhere. It's so hard not to talk about her.
Well, here's the deal. Let me just say this much, because out of my 5 kids, I have 3 of them that actually adore Taylor Swift.
Okay.
Listen to her music. 3 of them went to the concert, sat in a downpour to watch her.
Oh yeah, the rainiest of her whole tour.
As a parent, I mean, she keeps trying to reinvent herself every year to keep the fans. And some of her songs, this last album or 2, push the envelope a little bit? Yes, but you know what? She's. I mean, look. Obviously, I don't know her personally, but everything you hear about her, how often does she get in trouble?
Yeah.
Never. How often does she post something on social media that is controversial? Really not a lot.
No.
I mean, she might throw a little politics in there every now and then. She's just a talented musician. And if you don't like her, maybe it's because you just don't like her music. But as a person, everything I hear about her, she's so good to her fans. She'll show up randomly like a Target or a record store and sign autographs and everything, or they'll show up at her house and she'll cook cookies for them.
Yep.
So, I mean, all the people that put the hate on Taylor Swift, I don't get it. They're just jealous.
Yeah,
right?
Exactly. I agree with that too. But
all right, off my soapbox.
Yes. And so good for Taylor. Times Person of the Year. And we'll wrap things up, Jeff. We've got the Markathon going on as well. Jeff, tell us about that.
Imagine this. Okay, we're standing here in front of this computer looking into this camera and talking to everybody. So imagine Mark Curto, who works for WCYY right there at 94.3. He is on the air for 126 hours. He started Monday. He's going all the way through tomorrow at 6 o'clock. He's raising money for the Center for Grieving Children, which also helped out with some of the kids that were affected by the shootings in Lewiston. So check this out. He's on every day for at least 20 hours a day.
Yep.
He plays whatever song you want, as long as you donate money for the Center for Grieving Children. Over the years, he's raised $723,000. This is the 15th Markathon. And you can still donate. You just go to the website, WCYY.com, I do believe, and just Google it. And you can donate all the way through tomorrow at 6 o'clock. And here's the deal. Right here, you see this? That's where he sleeps. You just saw it. He sleeps on the floor with a pillow and a blanket. This is what he told me why he does that. The first year he did it, somebody bought him a mattress, and he slept on a mattress. And he said it was so hard to get out of bed to do the next day of Markathon that he decided just to sleep on the floor with a pillow and a blanket, because it's uncomfortable enough that he wants to get out of and get back to work.
I think he said when we ran this earlier this week that he likes it because he'll get about 4 hours of sleep at a time, which is enough to keep him going for another few hours. So really cool event. Such a great cause too.
Imagine us doing this right now, and he's doing that for basically, and then going on the computer. What song? They have live guests come in, and we do that for 20 hours.
I don't think I could do it.
I couldn't do it either.
126 hours.
I mean, at least he gets to sit down. So although that would probably get tiring after a while too. So anyway, thanks so much for tuning in, everybody, to our Friday favorites. Travis, leaving us on a great note here. Have a great weekend and keep our fingers crossed we don't lose power on Monday. Yeah, good way to think, Travis. But we've got a calm, quiet weekend of weather, so get out and enjoy it. And lots of fun stuff going on.
And one last thing, Stephanie, how is it filling in on the morning? I know you fill in every now and then, but you get almost a whole week.
Yep.
You're going to be anchoring next week as well. I'm on vacation starting Tuesday, so I have a really tough one-day work week next week.
Yeah.
So tell us about how.
You're so excited.
So how it is coming? You come in. You normally you're with the I team. You anchor the noon.
Yeah.
So you come at what, 11 o'clock?
I anchor the noon and the 7 p.m. So I've been switched around, but I'm loving it. I love the mornings with you guys. It makes makes it so fun.
Yes.
And just being welcomed in by everyone who watches. I've gotten so many nice comments. So thank you so much, everyone who watches.
And we're always so grateful to have you, Stephanie.
Aw.
You are a class act of the highest level, and we're always so grateful when you come. You do a great job. So.
But honestly, such a fun time. Looking forward to all next week as well.
Yep. Well, thanks so much for tuning in, everybody. Have a wonderful weekend from all of us here on Good Day Maine, and we will see you dark and early Monday morning for storm coverage. So make sure you tune in. Bye, everybody.
Thanks for watching Good Day Maine.